Hello everyone and welcome to Tabor Talk. I'm your host, Michael Tabor. So I found this in my basement going through all my books, and here you are. Can you see this? Nikolai Gogol's Dead Souls. The first time I read this was 1993. So the Russians. I was first sort of introduced to the Russians back in the 80s when I was in college. By the way, I have a degree in journalism, but really my love is literature. So anyway, in college, Dostoevsky, right? Crime and Punishment, and then Tolstoy as well. And then late in the 80s, I was really on this Vladimir Nabokov kick, and I read Lolita, of course, and Pale Fire, and Speak Memory, and I remember, I think this is 92, I'm reading Lolita for the third time, and a friend of mine, a coworker, actually said, "Have you read Nikolai Gogol's Dead Souls?" And I had heard about it, but I said no, and I wasn't really that interested in it. And he said, "Oh my goodness, you got to read this the writing is fantastic." And I mean, you talk about, here's a little blurb here from Dead Souls. Dead Souls is unanimously considered one of the greatest novels in the Russian language for its characterization, satiric humor, and style, right? So what kind of turned me off was this plot is this. I'm just going to read the back here real quick. Dead Souls describes the gambits of a quixotic opportunist in provincial Russia who sets out to buy deceased serfs at a low cost from owners. Okay, and the main character, the protagonist here, is Chikolov. All right, let me try it again. I maybe mispronounce it. Chikakov. All right, these Russian names, right? Chikakov requires evidence of quote property since he wishes to marry an heiress and is able to amass the souls because their owners must pay taxes on them until they are officially declared dead in the rolls of the next census, right? So he's mortgaging out these souls. So it's kind of like a sort of a complex plot design, and it's kind of tricky. I'm not a business guy, and I'm like, what? Mortgaging souls? And I guess, okay. So I wasn't really, I didn't want to dive into this. I mean, there's so many great books and just amazing literature. And again, Nabokov I'm reading, and Dostoevsky and Tolstoy and Solzhenitsyn. And so I read it and I was blown away. And what struck me was the writing style, right? And the characterization. And I actually jotted this right down, where you talk about the disgusting people, right? If you were to categorize the lowly, the banal, and sort of, if you want to use the word worthless, or really grotesque people. And in this book, he puts some, well, I wrote in my notes here, like 7 types, right? And here they are, right? Deadbeats, ignoramuses, brutes, liars, misers, bureaucrats, and gossips, right? So you think about those 7 categories, types of people, and you could think of people you know today, right? Think of someone. What category do you fall in? The grotesque people, the ugly people. So I thought that was very interesting. I highly recommend it. Really, just short little clip here. Nikolai Gogol's Dead Souls. And again, just to repeat: deadbeats, ignoramuses, brutes, liars, misers, bureaucrats, and gossips. Okay, I hope this was fun and helpful, and I'll leave it at that. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here on Tabor Talk.